pylon being placed, and I thought there was some cheese going to go down, but he hasn't done that well of a job of hiding it. You know, he went to attack the SCVs of Rough and then kited it back into that vision range of the pylon and laid the gateway down right in front of the FCV like, hey, I'm going to put this building here. What are you going to do about that? But this probe doesn't look like it's going to be able to do much, as it is being chased down by all these SCVs, constantly being attacked by that fusion cutter. We do see a second barracks going down at the ramp of Rough as well, so he's looking to try and outplay Doro in his unit production just to get that gateway down by the looks of things.
Well, that gateway already starting to produce a Zealot, and as we well know, Protoss can use the corner boost ability from the Nexus to even further the production of that Zealot even faster. And right now that Zealot is nearly out on the field and will harass the mineral line of Rough, but we see Rough very smart there evacuating his base, and he will take all of these SVs out of the mining field and onto the natural base. And that Zealot is out on the field for Doro, but he can't do a lot because you know, he can't attack any SCVs. And wow, very smart play by Rough. He walled himself out of his own base just so they can defend with that one Marine, and that Zealot will go down eventually because it cannot really attack the Marine, as there is a whole lot of things on the way between them.
Yeah, it's a good decision by Rough to move out his command center from his main into that natural area. But the only thing that, as you say, was the problem was he had no minerals coming in, so he could not produce any more Marines. Just stuck on the 2 for now. Now building the 3rd. It does look like Doro's going to abandon that production from the gateway for now, and maybe just try and poke him, take a little bit of health off the supply depot or barracks. But there's nothing they can do against those 2 Marines that are walled off right now, and will continue to just lose shields every time they get in to try and engage that.
That's right. I mean, Doro's just now, he has nothing. He has 2 cybernetics core and a gateway production for him, but he has nothing to defend in his main base. As we see, 2 SCVs are going there, and I'm interested to see Y2, what's he going to build there. Is he going to build anything? What are his intentions? Because Doro has no defenses in his base, and Rough knows that very, very well, and he will place down a bunker. And as we see Doro trying to react to that and trying to kill the building SCV and take down the bunker as well. 2 bunkers going down now, one to the mineral line right next to that, and one right next to that Nexus.
Yeah, we do see the 4 Marines from Rough making their way into the base right now just to back up these SCVs. Will those bunkers complete though? This Stalker does get out and starts dishing out some damage to the Marines as I speak. That bunker is looking like it's going to finish right now, but will the Marines be able to make it in there? And yes, they do, which is a huge deal for Rough right now. With that extra support from the bunker, a lot of these probes are going to be falling. But that bunker, you know, it's not going to last that long. It has been a bit of a good aggression, but it is going to be cleaned up eventually from these probes. Just denying mining time, just as Doro denied the mining time of Rough.
Wow, I think Doro got a taste of his own medicine with Rough building that bunker in Doro's base, and wow, I think Rough's got this, man. Building another bunker, but hang on, there's 2 Stalkers now on the field. That is a big deal there. Stalkers are so good against Marines, especially when you can kite them, because Stalkers are so fast. And right now Doro got that aggression off his back and will go back to mining. And if we look at Rough's base, he only has a few Marines, and now building a bunker, trying to fortify his only base, trying to keep it alive as long as he can until he produces more units.
Yeah, Brute Doro really needs that gateway technology to finish up so he can start warping in units at that forward location. These 2 Stalkers now making their way into the natural expansion area of Rough, going to go right the way around that bunker, completely negating its effect. The Marines have to come out, and as you said, Stalkers deal great damage against Marines, so as long as they stay out the range of that bunker, they can be dealing out some heavy damage, not really taking anything back in return. We do see that the 1 Stalker is in dire straits health-wise, but his shields are recharging. Straight away going to work on this barracks right now, but all the Marines exit the bunker and try and do a little bit of a push on these Stalkers. Stalkers, though, just getting the hell out of Dodge, not going to be cornered. The Marines, adamant, rush in and take out one of the Stalkers, do a good job against the shields of the second. We do have all the gateways now being morphed for Brute Doro, so with this extra gateway units coming into the field, we could see a bit more of this aggression paying off for him.
That's right, and we see Brute Doro Stalker trying to take away the tech lab that is being constructed right now for that barracks, and if he does, that would be a very good thing to do, because Marauders are out on the field. And you know what? Stalkers don't like Marauders, because Marauders absolutely destroy the the Stalkers, but that one Marauder will continue its production and he will come out, and Doro's Stalkers will be in a hell of a trouble here. And as we see, that's Stalker trying to poke at the mineral line of Ruff's base, but he has to retreat now that he saw that Marauder out in the field. That hero Marauder will do a good job and defend the main base of Ruff. And you know what? Behind that attack, Doro is going for an expansion.
Yeah, always a good thing. He's laying down the aggression, keeping Ruff on his side of the map, and while doing that, expanding. Always a great tactic to keep your economy in flux with your aggression. And he did a great job of taking out both those tech labs on the barracks very early, before a lot of Marauders could make their way onto the field, just denying him that extra damage per second that he needs to deal with these Stalkers. And as we do see, he did lift the barracks up away from that ramp, just so he could drop them down yet again and add 2 more tech labs down.
Wow, we saw the bunker from Ruff going down as well. I mean, Doro very well there, abusing the high land that Ruff had. That, you know, the Ruff didn't have the vision for, and I'm catching a bit of lag here, man. With I think my replay is screwing up. Can you take over?
Yeah, I've got it. Okay, so like Doro is pushing towards these tech labs right now, taking them down one after the other, but the good game is called from Ruff.
And we get Ruff saying, "Cheesy burger," same as ever, with the tongue out. Yes, yes. So it looks like Doro will go ahead and take the win, bringing him 1 point in this series. As, yeah, I'm probably yelling again. Whatever. Yeah.
You said bugger, not burger.
Did I say booger?
You said bugger. It's
Bugger?
an English word.
Bugger?
Cheesy bugger.
Cheesy
Bugger.
bugger? He's a
Yeah,
cheesy
basically,
bugger.
Cheesy bugger.
I gotcha.
Hey, don't put a racks in my base, he did.
Well, we saw cheese after cheese there, and that was interesting to say the least. And we're going to be getting into game number 2 here in just a second, guys. I want to thank everybody again for joining us. Map of the month, a lot of awesome stuff. 5 freaking awesome, badass maps going down. The next one is going to be on Void Rift. Here you go. You get to read a little bit about it before we get into this next matchup. We want to give you guys a little bit of information about the maps, of course, because that is very, very important.
And just pop in and give a little map thoughts again. Some people have been asking me, what does Star Party Spawn Reflective Shift mean? That's just, it's a big lump of words. People don't really know what that means. So to give you a little example, reflective means kind of mirrored. Shift means it's kind of a parallelogram, kind of like Shakura's Plateau. If you're looking at that, you can see it's mirrored along both axes, and it is kind of a parallelogram shape. Now, what Star Party means is that only cross positions are possible, but there's 2 different types of cross positions. You got the closer ones, and you got the farther ones. So that's just what that is. And it's a really cool map. You kind of get 2 maps in one.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a cool map. I think Breezy and Addicted are all ready to go, so let's go ahead and get this one down and out right now, guys. It's up to you.
All right, get the countdown going. You ready, Addicted?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we see the game coming down right now between Root Doro and Ruff. Ruff spawning as the red Terran in the bottom location of the map, and Doro spawning as the purple Protoss at the top location. So quite a long rush distance across this map. And yeah, what are you feeling about this one, Addicted? I mean, Ruff, had a hard time in that last game, could not hold that early cheese play of Root Doro.
You know what? I really thought that cheese play was going to be really bad for Doro when that bunker was going down in his base, but Doro handled it very well, man, and he managed to take down the first game. And you know what? Right now, I just hope that nothing cheesy happens in this game. And
well, Addicted, I'm sorry, I gotta chime in. Oh my God, there's a supply depot being built halfway across the map from Ruff.
Yeah, but it's just a supply depot. It doesn't mean nothing for now. Let's just ignore it, okay? Don't break my hopes and dreams.
I beg to differ. He can lower that and raise it back up whenever he likes.
Oh, jeez.
You win the base trade scenario by having 1 supply depot hidden.
Yeah, that's another option right there. But that SCV has finished that construction and is making its way over to Root de Rose base right now. Just going to have a good look around just to see if anything else cheesy's going down. If he gets in there and doesn't see any supply buildings or any gateways, he's going to know that it's a repeat of last game. But it just seemed like Root de Rose playing a more standard game this time.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm definitely happy to see that he has gone for that 14 gas and that gateway's over halfway done. He is corner boosting more probes out, trying to macro up, and we see Ruff there. You know what? He's not building anything as of yet. Oh, the god. He's building 2 proxy racks in the natural expansion of Root de Rose. So Ruff is just going to try to get him back, and I'm just facepalming at the moment because I saw this Root de Rose is not going for anything cheesy, but you know what? Ruff is, and that's just the way it is.
Yep, Ruff is putting it in the face of Root de Rose right now and saying, look, man, you may have cheese, but mine is certainly more mature. And he's going to hope that he can get the win down with these 2 proxy barracks going down. Only the 1 gateway produced right now for Root de Rose. Cybernetic score coming in. We don't see any zealots or anything being produced from that first gateway straight away, which could prove very detrimental to Root de Rose if a heavy marine count flows out very early. And we do see a 3rd barracks going down as well.
Dude, I mean, Root de Rose probe scouted where Ruff was, and he didn't see any buildings when he went in his base, so he assumed there's nothing there, so he just got the hell out of there, scouting the next position. So Root de Rose completely avoided where Ruff's base was, and he doesn't know about this early rack secretion that's going to happen. So de Rose right now, I don't see how he's going to do anything. You know, he sees the bunker now, but it's too late now. So many Marines are in production.
Yeah, we do have 2 barracks now fully producing Marines, a 3rd one just about to complete, about to join the fray and add more Marines to the mix. We do see a 2nd Stalker being chrono boosted out from that 1 gateway from Root de Rose, but will 1 gateway being chrono boosted be able to keep up with this 3 Marine production right now? That's the real problem he's going to have in dealing with this early Marine aggression. Another bunker being laid down at the bottom of the ramp for Ruff against Root de Rose, so he's going to have that location to fall back on. The Stalker does see it yet again and will start focusing that SCV down, but out come the Marines to try and push these Stalkers back long enough to get this bunker into play. But Stalkers don't want any of it. They keep pushing back and back in, taking these Marines down quite nicely, as they do a lot of damage versus this Marine count. But you know, those 2 Stalkers are starting to thin down, and there is no 3rd Stalker in production just yet.
Yeah, man, I mean, still, you know, the probe of Root de Rose has no, you know, he's just standing there in that random location. He has no idea where the spawning location for Ruff is because he didn't scout properly. And Ruff is just gonna put down his tech lab right now, one of his barracks, proxy barracks. He has the bunker completed, and Root de Rose is just stuck in his base right now, being contained very nicely by Ruff, and de Rose just trying to put down that pylon next to that wall there, maybe to later on to try to warp in some units down on the lower parts of the ground.
Yeah, we do see 2 gateways now in production warping out Stalkers for de Rose, a 3rd one just joining the fight. But you know, with this concussive shell marauder army that's building up outside of his base, he's going to be hard fought to push this back with just a Stalker composition. We do see 2 sentries now joining as well, so with some nice force field play we'll be able to hold this off much longer and perhaps get the units out that he needs to push this back.
Very wise decision there by Root de Rose to get those sentries out, because without those sentries, those Marine Marauders just gonna march up that ramp and completely demolish the Stalkers that de Rose has on the field right now. And we do see now that de Rose has enough sentries, he's getting more units, like that Stalker and Zealot right there.
Yeah, that SCV just poked up that ramp at the wrong time and just got sniped down by those Stalkers straight away. We do see a heavy 4 Marauders now on the field, as well as a bunch of Marines coming in. Nice force field going down, but I feel it was poorly placed as it's only cut about 3% of the force off or something like that. And another force field at the top of the ramp goes down. It looks like this is going to be repelled for the time being with those nice force field placements.
That's right, but you know, Ruff isn't going to stop there. He's just going to make more units, as we see Root de Rose just trying to deny this aggression here. The bunker is gone. And a very nice by Root de Rose, gets rid of that bunker, trying to take down those Marine Marauders, but there's just... he's actually going to do it. He's focused firing that Marauder. The Marauder is going down, and all of the Marines are going down for Ruff. It looks like Doro will take away this advantage that Ruff has to contain him. He's doing a very good job at it. Now all he has to do is get rid of those tech labs so they can stop any marauders.
Oh,
Ruff saying that to the last spot. Good game.
that's right, that's right. GG is called out from Ruff, and it looks like Duro is gonna take